What's up, IndyCar fans? This is OBV, the Diecast News Guy, bringing you all with another IndyCar Diecast review provided by my good friends at Gutswear Racing. Make sure to check them out in the link below. And it's going to be on the diecast that I did pick up at the Rolex 24 for this year, as I literally just got back from that like 1 or 2 days later. So, but it is going to be on my young son Conor and that was a very, very bad Derek Daly impression. But this is on Conor Daly's 2022 Bitnile Chevrolet Dallara 4. Ed Carpenter Racing. As, yeah, we got ourselves a brand new look for the number 20 car for the 2022 season and beyond, because U.S. Air Force is no longer a sponsor for IndyCar. So they still are with, what at the time was Petty GMS. But, yeah, this is really cool, guys. So we're going to be looking at the box right here. And for anybody who is a NASCAR fan, this livery might look quite familiar, as we'll probably get to more of that in a second, guys. Got Conor Daly. He is an American because he's from Noblesville. So, heck, he is definitely a fan favorite at the Indy 500 every year. But there is the stats. If you guys want to read that and play, story time with OBB, go right ahead. But without further ado, let's go ahead and kick off the unboxing, the official diecast review of the Conor Daly 2022 Bitnile car. And alrighty, guys, we got this diecast out of its box, and man, this is a very cool looking car, guys. But as you guys know, yeah, Conor Daly and his new sponsor with Bitnile, which I'm assuming it has to do something with, like, I guess it's like a cryptocurrency, kind of like Bitcoin. As long as that has nothing to do with NFTs, then I think he should be okay. But yeah, I believe they're still going to be partnering with him this year for the 2023 IndyCar Series, which is starting out in March. I'm kind of disappointed that, the season and the schedule is still pretty much the same. So IndyCar still needs a lot of work with the scheduling. But regardless, man, we're glad to see Conor Daly is still going to be, in a fundable car this year with the 20 car. And pretty darn cool, man. I mean, it's not really kind of like mind-blowing, but still is nice to get because, heck, it's a Conor Daly car. And, yeah, it's not been a really memorable season for Conor Daly. I mean, he hasn't really, besides throughout his whole career, he's only got one podium. But what's pretty memorable about this car is that he did got like a top 5 finish at the, I believe the first Indianapolis road course race. So, he's been pretty consistent at that race, but I think the second one he kind of had, issues, or it came down to like one of the last 2 races. He did manage to finish all the races besides one, which was like a mechanical issue. It was like one of the last races that they had of the season. So yeah. Yeah, the Bitnile car. I had the pleasure of actually seeing this car at, St. Petersburg, so I actually was pretty stunned at how beautiful this car is. The gold is actually, if you look pretty closely, guys, the gold is supposed to be like a nice, it's supposed to have like a little bit of like a metallic finish to it. And Greenlight Collectibles did a pretty sloppy job trying to, you see right there, we got some paint overlap right there, where the low, engine cover bill is, or a little wicker bill, whatever you want to call that, for aerodynamics. But yeah, that's probably the only flaw I see with a Greenlight car. And we do got a little bit of paint chips right there on the roof cam, but a little Sharpie can fix that. But this is definitely one I think a lot of people are kind of underlooked. But for the NASCAR fans, I believe we are getting, if it's not canceled yet, if you guys know that he did run a very similar paint scheme / livery to this. This livery actually changed over to the paint scheme of the Money Team's number 50 car that they ran at, the Charlotte Roval playoff race. So, I mean, of course, he didn't really have that best luck in this car. I mean, during final practice, he kind of just, I guess he had, a power steering issue or something, and he just, kamikaze that freaking car into the wall. He's just all right, got out to that chicane, and then right in the wall. Took his right front out or something, man, but just looked like a power steering issue, or he just oversteered or something, dude. But yeah, if that car ends up being made, then I recommend getting this car because, heck, I love it when the Indy cars match up with the NASCAR's stock cars, and this is going to be a great one to go as well, guys. But I love the gold. If this car didn't really have gold, I think it'd be a pretty basic car, or maybe white could have worked too, but I think it works well, especially with that Chevrolet logo right there. But you see, we got all those other sponsors right there. We got Turn On Green. I'm not sure what the hell that is. Probably some eco-friendly sponsor, probably. But kind of oxymoron, because, why you want to turn on green unless you're Hulk? But you see, we got some other sponsors right there. I'm not sure, what does that say? Frescon, I don't even fucking know. But we got Bitnile right there, all these other cool sponsors. There's a hair in the cockpit, something you don't want to hear on the diecast review. We do got some more sponsors right there. as I'm kind of saying this like Race Day 2011 style, sponsors. But, and my God, my gloves are shitty, man. I need to get new gloves. I know. I gotta stop being a cheap ass and get gloves from Walmart. But we do got a little bit of paint flaws right here. I really should inspect this car, but it looks like that's where, yeah, Greenlight definitely kind of pulled a Lionel moment right there. So, but hey, when you mass produce these things, man, they're gonna get some quality issues. But yeah, Greenlight, what's up with that, man? Don't start turning to Lionel now. No, they'll turn to Lionel if they get rid of the rubber tires and make them plastic. Oh Lord, don't get any ideas, please. But I love the different accents of this car, guys. You got like the nice dark navy blue, and then the nice metallic gold, and then you get the teal as well. Really, really cool color combinations. We got Eternity or Eternity or the fuck, yeah, Eternity to the great beyond of cryptocurrencies and NFTs and all that other crazy shit. It's the future, man. But yeah, the Bitnile car, it is pretty cool. I'm glad that they were able to find a sponsor to help Conor Daly still have a ride. But if this sponsor doesn't really end up staying last that long, then I'm sure Conor Daly will still have a ride somewhere. But I'm hoping one of these days he is going to go out and win a 500. I mean, I think that'd be great. I mean, I know he's not really the most, he's a pretty well-known personality in the NBC motorsports world. But now let's get on to the side-by-side comparison of the U.S. Air Force car from, a year ago, or actually 2 years ago now, since we're in 2023. And by a long shot, the Air Force car absolutely wins. I mean, the silver, the blue, I mean, my God, it is definitely a much better car. But if you are a Conor Daly fan, this is still a diecast to get, because even though I still say his 2021 car has to be my favorite Conor Daly car of all time, I still wish they made that Smithfield car that he drove in like 2014 or 15, I believe. Probably 2015, or was it 16? One of those years when we had the aero kits, but the manufacturer aero kits. But this is just the best one, guys. But it's still a nice car, guys. It definitely is something I would get. Might not get that rare, but I don't know. I mean, I know the David Lucas car has been getting rare, so I got to get that car. But once again, can't give Gutswear enough shout-outs as it is, because they're the real MVPs. I mean, this car looks like it was selling pretty well at the Rolex 24. So if you guys are in St. Petersburg, I will be at that race, and I'll probably be at the Gutswear store. Shopping for diecast, because heck. But yeah, let me know if any of you guys are going to be at the St. Petersburg race, because I will be there. It's not far, and it is a great race to be at, especially if you guys love your street circuit style races. St. Petersburg has a cool vibe to it, and I'm going to be looking forward to seeing this car and many more in the 2023 IndyCar Series season. But for now, we got the diecast, and I think that's all that matters. But feel free to comment below if you have anything else to share about this diecast, and if you guys are excited about the next-gen car on this, the next-gen diecast review on this as well, which will probably be later out this year. But yeah, this is going to wrap up on the Conor Daly's 2022 Bitnile Chevrolet Dallara for Ed Carpenter Racing. Comment, subscribe. This has been OBB. I will see you guys next time on another diecast review. And yeah, Bitnile, y'all.